You won't believe how much money I have spent within the last 3 months servicing my Pragya.
On the move, see, till the road you already know. Every turn a brand new view. It's on the move, see. Subscribe now.
So you remember recently I did a video showing you guys how you can get yourself a tricycle, that is a Pragya, for your transport business. And I did explain how you can get yourself the new one and then the old one. And then you know what? As getting the old one is not an issue at all. You can get yourself an old Pragya if you don't have the money to go in for the new one, because now the new one has become very expensive. But you know, I said the old ones has its own disadvantage depending on how you go by it. So this thing that I'm talking about, me sitting here, I have become a victim to these things. Why am I saying this? Because when you buy the Pragya or the tricycle new, you will not change any problem, or you will not be visiting the mechanic often. The only thing that you've been doing is you changing your oil, your filters, and then greasing it. But you know, this old Pragya you see here, I started using it 2020. It has been on the road for 3 years before I noticed some big mechanic issues on it. So within the last 2 years, I have been changing series of parts on this old Pragya you see here. And then I want to break it down for you guys. Within the last 3 months, the Pragya parts, or the amount that I have spent within the last 3 months servicing this Pragya. And then bear in mind, this Pragya has been on the road for 5 years.
On the move, see. Subscribe now.
I am showing you every single part I replaced. Trust me, it is crazy.
Ahintasema ewo honam sochi achidie enoa ne choice nim soap pimple ati agu anim choice nim soap eyesem na sonko a ekotia pimples ene honam aninsa na nya no nko a o choice nim soap sanso siesie honam anim ane ye motomoto fefefe ma honam ani ho asem nhia o na so choice nim soap hwe na ubedi ho adanse
Choice Neem Soap, the secret of beautiful skin.
Freya wahoma trufo is 0268279530.
Guys, you see the parts here. So all these parts that you see here, it's parts that I replaced on this old Pragya. And then, you know, the funny thing is that you could just see, I did, this house has even turned a mechanic shop. Looking at the parts that is already here, or the parts that I'm showing here. So the first thing that I would like to just talk about is that me changing about this particular thing. You know, like, because I've been changing it often, so sometimes I know the names off head. So you know, this one they call it this is Frown Hill. And then as you can see, look at how it is. And then let me just say, I've changed this one within the last 5 years. I have changed this one 3 times. And then recently, what I'm holding now, I think I bought it, the new one inside the old Pragya. I bought it like 350. So this front hill, I bought it 350. And then also, the most annoying thing is this one I'm holding here. You know, so at the beginning, I was having an issue with the starter. And then this is what I was using it previously. And then I bought this one thinking it will last for me. But I tell you, it didn't even last for like 2 months. I also encountered issue with this starter that you are seeing here. So I keep on changing it. Sometimes you can just change the things that is inside, but you will change it and it will spoil again. So I said, no, let me just go in for the original one, because maybe that one might also help, because sometimes you go and then they will not show you, they will not tell you the truth. So this starter I am holding here, this one, I think I bought it, I think 400 CD or so. I bought it 400 CD. And then the new one inside this Pragya or the Tricycle. That is the original one. I bought it like 1,000. I bought it 1,001. This year I bought that new one 1,001. So this is the starter. And then recently, I have to change this ones. They call this tie cap, or yes, tie cap. So I was having an issue with the tie. You know, you'll be going and the tie might be having an issue and then all that. So I quickly went to my mechanic, and I think this one I bought 150 Ghana. So the 200 cedis. So guys, you see how an old Pragya or Tricycle can give you problems. This one is just within the last 3 months. This parts that I'm showing here is within the last 3 months. The parts that I have replaced on this old Pragya. And then I move on to talk about these small things that you see here. These small things that you see here. I think these things, it was in the gearbox. So I noticed there was some noise, and then I went to the mechanic, and then they changed something in the gearbox. And then these things that you see here, I bought these small ones. I bought 140 cedis, all these ones, and I think this one is 50 cedi. So guys, you see it. All these ones are found in the gearbox. So this is it. You could just see it here. And then the most dangerous one that I know as a as a layman person, having a small knowledge on my Pragya, is this particular one, this pin. And it's just I think they mostly face it on the front tire. So this one, you'll be on the road and you notice problem of noise here and there. And then I tell you, if you notice that problem and then you don't work on this thing that you see it like this, it's likely that if you don't pay attention to that noise, this thing can break. And then when it breaks, your tire, the front tire has to come out. And then you could just imagine what can happen. So it's very dangerous. A pass that is already in the Pragya, or that is in the Pragya. So I'm showing you guys this one. I bought it. Is it 120 cedis? 120 cedi not long ago. I replaced it. So I bought it 120 cedi. Okay, and then you see these two, this pass through. You also find it at where the tires are. So this is where you face the slider blocks and then all that. So this pass, I bought 150 cedi. So it's 2, that is 100 cedi. Just recently, I spent all this money trying to make sure that this Pragya will be in a good condition. And then, let me come to this one. You see it? You see it? This is the battery. So if I have changed battery life within the 5 years, I have changed battery life 4 times or 5 times on this particular Pragya. And then this battery you see here like that. This one I bought it 500 cedi as at that time. But like I said, it depends on the type of battery that you want to buy. They have it in series. You can get it high, you can get it low, depending on what you want. So that is the parts that, guys, I'm showing to you that I have replaced on this Tricycle, which has been on the road for the past 5 years. The last 3 months, the various parts that have changed. Being in a mechanic, and then all these kind of things, the payment I have made for all these parts that you see here. When you go there, every day in and day out, you have to settle, or you have to pay the mechanic or the engineer that will be facing it too. Imagine this one you see here, the mechanic. Imagine the mechanic taking me 80 cedis for changing the starter. So just add it to the various parts that I went to replace, and then see the amount that I might be spending on the side of the engineer. It tells you it is not an easy job at all. So you need to watch this video before you go in for any second-hand tricycle.
On the move with Steve. Subscribe now.
So guys, within the last 3 months, I spent 3,040 Ghana cedi replacing the Pragya parts. Okay, so guys, so this is the breakdown of the parts that I replaced. I'm making sure that this old Pragya here will be in a good condition. So if you are somebody that you want to enter into this tricycle business, the Pragya, and then you want to go in for an old one, I mean, just be ready for all this kind of problem. I mean, you also encounter this. So when you are going to get an old Pragya, make sure that you check it very well, and then maybe you get a mechanic to inspect it for you before doing the needful, because obviously this kind of issue you will just you will encounter some. So this is from my point of view what I want you guys to know, so that you guys will be very careful going in for that. And then the sad thing is that sometimes the mechanic people, they will just change the thing and then tell you this thing you can just use this for even a year. You see, and then you use it on the road within just 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It will start giving you another problem. You have to change that part you replace again. So you see, before or you avoiding all these kind of things, just make sure you check an old Pragya that you are going to purchase very well before you make your payment. And then, especially if you are not using it yourself and then you are buying it for somebody, that is a different problem altogether, because you will notice you will be at home and then any call that it will come, from your driver, you might expect there has been some breakdown. And then now so let's check it all and then get the right tricycle for our business. And then trust me, you getting an old Pragya is not bad at all if you know what you are going for and then if you do the needful. Thank you very much.
On the move with Steve. Subscribe now.
Thank you for watching On the Move with Steve. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then if you are a new person that you want to venture or enter into this tricycle, that is the Pragya business, and then you need any explanation or any kind of education on it, on how to just go in for an old tricycle for your business, you can leave your thoughts in the comment section.
On the move with Steve. Till the road you already know. Every turn a brand new view. It's on the move.